Hi everybody and welcome to Lazy Cat Tarot. Another day, another reading. It's Leo season. We're into it now and we need to finish with Pisces. So this is a reading for Pisces in Leo season, which has already started and will go for the next month. All right, so Pisces, let's see what might be a focus for you coming up over the next few weeks. We've got one. Let's see if another one's going to pop out or if we just need to cut for that maybe. All right, so Lazy Cat Tarot is a new channel. I have brand new, moved over from a different channel and just went for something brand new. So if you can support it, like it, subscribe, that'd be all amazing. Okay, so the one that popped out is surrender, defensiveness, Pisces. So defensiveness is a sign of weakness to let me just put my glasses on for a sec here. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness to communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear non-defensive response. So it's not saying, so a sign of weakness, it means that you're losing your power when you get defensive. So it's not seeing things for what they are, maybe being on guard. We'll get into that a little more when we get into the other cards. Then we have surrender to prayer, and so many have gotten surrender to prayer this time. It's interesting. So give yourself over completely to prayer, and when you pray from your heart, you'll be heard throughout the universe, and the answers and support will arrive. So this is about allowing things to be as they are, building and growing your relationship with God as you understand God. And it's about not being on the defensive and being more responsive as opposed to more reactive. And when you get in touch, when you get in tune here with this prayer and you get into the intuition of listening inside when you have those conversations with God, then that's what opens it up for the response as opposed to the reaction, right? So let's get some tarot here. They're not popping out, Pisces. Only one has popped out, but we'll see how it goes. And, okay. We'll try one more shuffle and then we'll just cut because we don't want to waste anybody's time, right? Yeah, so let's just cut for it. We're going to cut in the middle here. Take them as they are. Where was that one? It was on top, and this one. Okay, beautiful. Interesting. Okay, so we'll leave that one over there. All right, Pisces, here we go. So I'm just going to turn the cards over. I do read this particular deck in reverse and straight up. It's got great messages both ways, and it tends to focus on solution, not just, stuck in the mud negative. So you've got some major arcana here. You've got some court cards, quite a bit. Some cups, some air. So emotion and air is where it is. All right, so let's get started with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is a great card, Pisces. It's a celebration card, nostalgia and family, positivity in the past, and strong family bonds. Okay, so are you a little nostalgic? I'm not sure even how these connect in. Let's keep going. So now you have the Star in reverse, and that's a major arcana, but it's in reverse. So the ideas of hope. Oh, a loss of hope. Life seems bleak. A star shines to show you your light and help you break through the obstacle in your way. So there is an obstacle, and maybe it has to do with family connection, Pisces. And maybe it is that there's been some defensiveness around that, and you're not connected into the truth of the situation, whatever that is. And maybe you're being a little bit wrong and strong, sort of digging your heels in. Let's read on and see. This could be about someone totally different. It's a general read. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse, restlessness. Your heart and body need rest. Your mind is too busy. You must rest or you'll face worse. So that's this here. All right. And that's this here. So that's the negative looping, the negative thinking, the always on guard. Your body's always in fight or flight, Pisces. And you're not able, or you're not aware enough to get yourself into that space where you're resting, where you're praying, where you're connecting in with your heart space, where you're getting grounded and you're getting connected above. We all have a different relationship with God and what that means to us. Whatever that relationship is for you, you need to get connected. and you need to step back a bit, because that's a pretty clear card and it's a major arcana. Then you have another major arcana right here, which is the death card. Water energy, lots of cups in here too. So an ending is here. Breaking from the past, moving through the pain to brighter things. So there is something that's happening, and it's familial. It's in, it's with family. It's about memories, maybe about a past event or past events that have been coming up recently. But it's time to see things the way they are now, not the way they were then. That's the message that's coming in now. That's what's happening. So whatever this is, Pisces, that has to do with family, there's some old stuff that keeps popping up, and the notion is that if it creates defensiveness within you, it creates pain, but you're hanging on to that. You need to see it from a different perspective, from a different set of eyes, sort of get out of your own way a little bit and just be willing to see it in a different way. It doesn't mean you have to own that new idea. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to take it home as yours. Just be willing to see it, just to give you a little perspective, because there is definitely a change happening. It's a shift in a relationship. It's a shift in the way that you're perceiving things. And when you give into this shift and allow this to happen, then you're going to move through that pain and it's going to release. But you have the Page of Cups next, and it's in reverse. Cups is about emotions, right? So this is the bringer of bad news, which may shatter your childlike innocence and emotional vulnerability. Okay, so this is generally a young person, a page. Character, it can be any identity of, no gender identity specifics. Generally a younger person who has less filter, has less wisdom to sort of hold things back. But whoever this Page of Cups, it may represent a person that's gossiping, or it may represent something that you're being told. And this is bringing about this death card situation because you're coming into a realization either about this person. Perhaps this person is not the person you thought that they were, and you realizing that they don't really have a positive place in your life, or maybe they've brought you some information about things from the past, from the deep past, that are coming to light now. And the Ten of Swords is next. So wow, very painful time is now coming to its end, letting mistakes go and letting things end. So this is time. You're going to do it. You're going to push through, because that's the card. That's a final card, a 10. 10 of Swords is heavy energy. That's mental, that's thinking, but you're letting it go. So you are going to see, Pisces, what this situation is. You're going to understand the person or the situation or the series of situations, memories, events that happened in the past that you've held on to on some level. And the message here is, you know what? Drop the defensiveness, really allow yourself to see it. If you were wrong, quote, wrong in the past, if you misperceived it or perceived it differently because of wherever you were at the time, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no need for guilt, shame, blame, all that crap. Those are useless. Just recognize it. Okay, yeah, all right, I get it now. I see that. I see that it could have been different. I didn't make those choices then. Okay, now I see it differently. I'm going to move forward and listen to your gut, listen to your heart. As soon as you get that thought, as soon as you get that, even beyond thought, as soon as you get that sensation that something's not quite right or something is, follow that. So let's move on. You have the Four of Cups, which again is emotional, but fours, apathy and boredom. Life seems stale, even though new opportunities are close by. So there's new openings for you, Pisces, but this stuff is clouding it because it's blocking your ability to see that. And then it's interesting, you have two kings here as back to back, which is very interesting. The kings are at the height of their experience, the height of their wisdom, all the knowledge they've gained, like they're the experts, right? And you've got the King of Wands, which is fire, action, energy, and you've got the King of Swords, which is the thoughts. So they can be any identity. They can represent a person in your life, or they can represent the energy that you are either looking to step out of or looking to embody. I have a feeling you're supposed to be combining these two, but they're straight up, so let's see. So you're a natural born leader, can see the full picture beginning to end. And this person directs you to common goals. So is there someone in your family setting? Is there someone in your community setting that represents this, that is balanced, that is fair, that is impartial? You know, maybe this person within this whole scenario is a person that you're supposed to get your advice and really connect with and lean in and listen to what they have to share. Maybe their perspective is that perspective you need to be willing to hear. Again, you don't have to buy it, you don't have to own it, take it home, wrap it up. Just be willing to hear it and see. So then you've got the King of Swords. This is unparalleled clarity of the mind. So authority on logical thinking, impartial, highest ethical standards. So this could also represent a person, but what this seems to me is through this other king, you're going to get this kind of clarity about all this stuff, all the stuff that has come before. And it's interesting because this Queen of Cups popped out also. So I set it to the side. And the Queen of Cups is mature, emotional, sensitive, considerate, empathetic, supportive, and intuitive guidance. So you've definitely got that going for you as well. So that king neutral energy with that loving queen energy in there. There's definitely somebody who's a mentor, who's older, who you look up to, who you trust their opinion. And perhaps they've been through these trials themselves, and so they can speak from literal physical experience. You know, you just don't know. But this is, whatever this is, Pisces, this has been painful. This has been painful for a long time. This is not a new event. It's not even like a couple weeks. This is nostalgia. This is deep stuff. This is memories, childhood, growing up. So maybe there's some unresolved stuff from then that is finally coming to the forefront in a healthy way, constructive way, in a way where the energy's ready to move it. And you've just been stuck a little bit, not ready to move it through fear, through unawareness, through whatever, you know, whatever those reasons are, Pisces. But now is the time, and this next month is the time that you're going to face some of that. Someone's going to come in and reveal some things to you. Maybe you're going to find out that somebody is a little suspect. But you've got this mentor figure, it may be more than one. But you've got to lean into prayer, and you've got to lean into not being so reactive in order to receive that information, and in order to make sure that you're listening to your own true self. You know, instead of gossip and naysay and he said and she said and stories and all the things, just be quiet. Go inside. Be quiet. Allow yourself to be, and just see what shows up. Because thoughts are just thoughts. We give them the power. We give them the energy. We give them the meaning. They, you know, until they enter our minds and we attach meaning to them, before that, they're just floating in the ethers. They're not, it's nothing. So you can choose to buy something and totally own it and take it on as yours. Or you can choose to say, I don't believe that. That's not my truth. Or that was the truth that I held on to. I'm shifting from that truth because I see things differently now. We all have choice at any given moment. So Pisces, let's get a little final round out here. It's a little bit of pain you might be going through, but it sounds to me like in the end, you're really, really going to flourish, because this is a lot of heavy baggage that you are going to let go and leave behind you, right? There you go. So once again, thank you. Please click like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. Fly with faith. Trust your sturdy wings and know the universe is working its magic on your behalf. So this is prayer. This is faith. Once again, this one is glorious breath. Inhale the wonder of life. Exhale and relax to the fullness of your true self. Your true self, right? So that's not the self that everybody puts onto you, that projects to you, that says that's who you are. It's who you know you are, what your truth is, you know, and maybe it's time to shed all of those expectations and just go, no, that's not me. That's your perception of me, of who I was at one point. You know, I've grown and evolved. I don't identify with that anymore. Maybe that's the case. All right. So our last one here is Ruby Throat. Speak, write, create. The world needs to hear your song. So you need to express. You need to express. Speaking, writing, creating, dance, music, like whatever it is, you know, it could just be writing poetry. It could be drawing, it could be anything, but get your creative expression out and just go intuitively. You know, just maybe that's a practice of gaining the intuitive stuff, is just allowing yourself to play with that, play with creating. So Pisces, you know, the next month it might be a little bit of a rough roller coaster for you, but it's going to just have so much, your life's just going to be so much more open and so much better if you can allow yourself to move through this and push through, you know, those fear-based illusions, that illusion of fear that we create, because the body doesn't know the difference between fear and excitement, right? Nervousness and excitement. So you can choose to tell the body and the mind, literally play with it. You know, I'm choosing to feel excited about this. I'm choosing to lean into this and see what happens. So Pisces, this is your Leo 2024 reading. Thanks so much for stopping by and sticking with it. And remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.